welcome back to St. Vincent College Steelers Training Camp 2019. I'm Missy Matthews. We're going to go down to the field for a live practice report in just a moment, but I want to recap for you and let you know who practiced, who didn't, and maybe who was in a limited capacity today. The good news, Ben Roethlisberger was back out there today, getting some time off the past few practices, full day in pads for him. James Conner, Rosie Nix, Ramon Foster looked like they were getting vets days off. TJ Watt, a good sign. He was back out there again. He was limited during Family Fest at Heinz Field. Sean Davis did practice today, but as you see there, very quickly after individuals, he changed into tennis shoes. So maybe easing his way back in. He has, of course, been dealing with that finger injury. And Marquise Pouncey and Artie Burns, two players who were hurt during that Family Fest practice at Heinz Field. Neither were out on the practice field. Rookie wide receiver Deontay Johnson was out there, but it did not appear that he was practicing. So what did Bob Labriola and Craig Wolfley see? Let's head down to field level to find out. Hey, guys.
Okay, Wolf, another beautiful day down here at St. Vincent College down on the field. You know, we were talking about this earlier. There were some nice clouds hovering over here about mid-morning. Probably kept the temperature about 20 degrees cooler than it is right now. But you know what, Wolf? This heat is good for team development, me and you.
Yeah, unless we lock up and go down.
For a couple of things that happened in today's practice, 7 shots. I scored it 5-2 for the offense. There was one play where Cameron Kelly intercepted Ben in the back corner of the end zone. However, Ben had drawn the defensive line offsides, and so that one goes to the offense. The last play, nice throw from Devlin Hodges to Tevin Jones. However, Tevin kind of bobbled the ball just inside the end zone, and then when he regained control of it, he was on the other side of the goal line, and so that one, according to Mike Tomlin anyway, is scored for the defense.
Right.
2 other things I noticed. Team pass. You know, we've seen this a lot from the Steelers previous couple of seasons. Call it the Little Hilton Blitz, where
Right.
Mike Hilton comes off the corner, almost sight unseen, clean shot at the quarterback. They ran it twice during that team passing drill, both times at Ben, and he executed it perfectly the way you're supposed to when the defense does that to you. The first time, what you're supposed to do when a blitz comes, you throw the ball at where the blitzer, the area of the field
control.
Right, that he left. Juju did a perfect job, hooked up his route. Ben delivered the ball to him. The second time they did that, the defense tried that. Trey Edmonds, and this is how you make friends with the franchise quarterback. When you make friends with the franchise quarterback, that's a very valuable friend to make.
Yes, it is.
He was in the backfield. He came across Ben and just blasted Mike Hilton, put him on the ground. So, again, good job by Trey Edmonds. And Ben was able to complete the play. Now, you and I started the session down here in this end zone watching the offensive lineman.
You know it.
And, you know, when we got here, it was supposed to be a battle for the right tackle job, Matt Filer and Chuck Noll Field. That competition is over, I think, and it's all because of Matt Filer. What have you been seeing from him and how he conducts his business that makes him the winner of that competition?
You know, you look at these 2 young men that both have an excellent camps. They're both doing really good. Right now, Matt Filer, otherwise known as the Anchor, is a guy who relies on technique and his incredible strength. Chuck Noll is a guy who relies on his athleticism and his excellent strength. You take those 2 and watch how they go about their business. Matt is absolutely precise with his hand placement, the punching, things of that nature. Chooks will have his hands wider and he'll catch more, relying on his feet to get him into position and back up what he needs to do. You'll see Matt Filer have a nice kick step and accurately and precisely shadow a guy as he's kick-stepping back, whereas Chooks will sometimes bail out and then have to rely on his athleticism to be able to recover enough because he's trying to get back so fast. So as they go about their business, you'll notice that really Matt does a lot more of paying attention to the details right now, and Chooks has got more of the athleticism, but they're both battling out there. They're both getting stronger, and they're coming on, and I'm really enjoying it.
You know, both of them, I think, regardless of as we talked about, this competition is probably over. Matt Filer has the starting right tackle job, but he and Chuck Noll Field both are going to get helmets on game day. Another guy a little bit, maybe in the competition for Camp Phenom, rookie guard Fred Johnson.
watching Fred Johnson, that's a nice eye you got, Labs, because, you know, the young man, not only is he being used at guard, he's played some tackle. So they're obviously saying, okay, this 6'7" frame and this 300-plus body can do some guard work. Well, we can put him out at tackle. So now let's just say he's got a lot of work to do at tackle. But he's coming on and doing some good things at guard. He's a big body. He's strong. He's got some pretty good feet. So one of the things just between him and Derwin Gray, for instance, 7'7", he's a little stiffer. You know, he's so strong and everything else. But Fred Johnson's a guy who moves, and he's got the ability to kind of move in small spaces. And he's just got to make sure his body is able. He's got a big body. I mean, that's a big body. So he's got to be able to do the double teams and things of that nature, the cutoffs. And he's got to be able to make sure that he's bending his knees and getting into position for that.
Okay, that'll be it from down here on the field. Missy, back to you, and don't let Tunch take Fred Johnson as his camp phenom. Wolf has already checked in with that.
All right, I'll try to play the traffic cop and keep everything neutral and calm and you know, the whole 9 yards.
He has not claimed the Fred as this camp phenom yet. He's still going back to PJ Locke. You know, he's waiting. And
he's cheating.
Yeah, he's always cheating. You know what? The way that Wolf goes about it, he talks to every scout, then he talks to Kevin, and then he talks to the coaches. And I go, wait a second. You know football. Trust your eyes. You know, I always pick my camp phenom with my own eyes. I don't ask the coaches. I don't ask the scouts. And I've got Tazur Skipper. He is my camp phenom right now. And I think this young man has shown me real good flashes. Like last year I had Ola Adeniyi. The year before that I had Mike Hilton.
Now you're bragging.
Yeah, the year before that I had Eli Rogers. On the shoulder. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying who I picked.
All right, you have a good track record.
Right.
All right, Tunch is going to talk a little bit more Steelers football with me in just a minute. A quick roster move before practice today. The Steelers announced they signed free agent cornerback Jermaine Ponder and waived injured Derek Thomas. So a quick roster move to mention as well. But of course, Tunch is here live on set with me. We brought him up here kicking and screaming, but I want to pick his brain when we return on Steelers Live right after the break.